Today, let's talk about maybes. Hey, it's Chris the Batman Statue Collector. Welcome back once again to Brotherhood of the Bat Collectibles. And as we reflect on 2024, we now have to look forward to 2025. And today I'm going to be counting down my top 10 maybes of 2025, maybe even 2026. Now, of course, as a collector, you know that we're constantly trying to figure out, is this the right move for me? Should I buy it? Do I have the space for it? Do I have the funds for it? And, again, that's just something we constantly are asking ourselves. And I do it all the time. Even though I have a lot of space in this bat cave, I'm always wondering if it's the right move, if it's the right display, if it's the right piece for the collection, even though I might really love it from afar. For various reasons, I haven't actually, bit the bullet and actually pre-ordered it yet. And I'm sure that you have a very similar list yourself out there. Of course, I have my Google Drive spreadsheet, that I keep track of everything of my maybes. And so today I'm going to be counting down my top 10 maybes of 2025 going into 2026. And again, I'm hoping that they arrive in the Batcave, but again, I just haven't, for whatever reason, whether it's, maybe depth or space, or I just can't figure out a place that I would put it. Sometimes I put off ordering things. And so, let's talk about my maybes for 2025. Let's get right to it. All right, guys, so here we go. And these are in no particular order. These are just ones that, again, are maybes. And this is the City of Bane. This is the quarter scale Bane from Prime 1 Studio. Now, I really like this one a lot. Now, I've got that Bane versus Batman in third scale. So a lot of people are like, Chris, you don't really need this one. And no, I don't need any of these, but this one is really cool. And if I definitely can figure out some of my the middle of the room space, I might be able to accommodate this guy. This is a really large piece. Obviously, it is a throne piece, really large base on it. It does have a couple of other characters. I believe Psycho Pirate and Flashpoint Batman. There are some other characters that you can put around this thing. And I don't know if I would get, maybe the Flashpoint could make this list. But Bane is the highlight for me. I really like the exclusive portrait down in the lower right-hand corner there. It's just a very cool looking piece. I love Bane, and I think he's very intimidating looking. It's a solid piece from Prime 1, and this is definitely teetering on more of the maybe more likely for me to get, but we'll see. This is another maybe piece. Now, this is the Blitzway. This is the Alex Ross Superman. And you guys know I've had a couple of Supermans in my collection. I had the Hush one for a brief moment here in 2024, but this one is really cool. I love this. Obviously, I'm definitely going to get Batman. I probably wouldn't get Wonder Woman, although I do like it. But to have Batman and Superman together, I think that could be really cool. But at the end of the day, you're probably right, Chris. You're just going to get it. You're going to sell it, and you're like I said, you're probably right. But I do really like this one. This is probably really my favorite Superman that's been done. I just really like it. I like Alex Ross's style. And so definitely a maybe. Maybe a little less likely than that Bane for sure. But, time will tell. We'll see. Maybe I'll get it and see what I think. And then, move it along down the road. Who knows? But, I do really like that piece. Okay. So this is another one that's a maybe. This one I keep going back and forth. It's growing on me. Pun intended, it's obviously Ivy. But I do like this one. I have some really great Ivies in my collection. So again, this is one I just don't know if I need. Quarter scale is not my favorite scale in the world, but I do think that this one makes up a really fun diorama. Obviously, Prime 1 doing that Throne series. It's a gorgeous looking piece, and I like the different portraits. But again, it's one of those, do I really need it? So I definitely want to hear your thoughts on this particular one in the comments, because I still just don't know. But I think it's really well done. It's just maybe, I don't know, a little bit more on the anime type side. I just don't know. Again, let me know what you guys think. Again, I love the base. So much going on with it. But, at the end of the day, it's definitely a maybe. It's definitely a maybe. Maybe less likely than Bane, but maybe a little bit more likely than Superman. I don't know. I don't know. I love Ivy. So another maybe for me is the Batman versus Catwoman. Now, this one in particular, I really love. I don't love Catwoman. They have said that they're going to update her portrait, so that's really exciting. So I think this one is definitely higher up there maybe for me, because I love Batman. I love the cape. This is based on the cover of Tony Daniel. Big fan of his work. He does phenomenal covers, phenomenal interior work, and I really like the Batman on this one. So I think that this one is definitely one that has a really good chance of making it into the cave. I did buy the Supercraft one, so I was like, do I really need both? And they are different, though. They are different. This one obviously is a lot better price point than the Supercraft. So I know my friend Matt Martin bought this one day one. So I think this one's definitely a higher up maybe for me. But I do really like it. I just think it's really well done. I love the textures on it, even though some people think it's over textured. But it is. I still like it. Okay. This one actually made last year's list. So a couple of these pieces because I still just don't know. This is the Batman Tactical Throne. If I change my middle of my room, I think I can accommodate this. But if I don't, this won't fit on my back shelf. So that's why I've been so hesitant to order this one. I do have Alfred. I have Alfred, so it would pair up really well if I got this one, and that would be a great place to put Alfred with it. Based on the artwork of Gabriel Otto, I love his work, but it's just a massive piece, and unless I have something in the middle of the room, I cannot accommodate this one. So again, I just keep pushing it aside year after year. But maybe 2025 is going to be the year I finally bite the bullet. It was delayed recently. As well as with the Jim Lee piece that I ordered. So we'll see. Okay. Again, if I keep the middle of the room movie stuff, this is one that I keep going back and forth with. If I should get a few more life-size busts, or if I should just sell the Joker and just get rid of the bust completely, because I do really like these. But again, do I go that route? If I move the movie stuff down to the lower shelf, these won't fit down there. So maybe it'll be really easy just to say, maybe this is not the time for me to go bust. But again, I just keep kicking it around because they do look really great. They look really great in the background on YouTube, obviously. And it fills up the space really well because this is such a large gallery. And again, these are all so well done. But should I go that route? My friend Billy Rios got this one this year in 2024. It looks fantastic. I actually like this one a lot better than I do the Christian Bale that we just saw. I just think it's awesome. And I love the Penguin. I love this movie. And so, adding something like this to the collection could be really fun. But again, do I need it? Is it something that, should I focus on more of the comic book stuff? Or, again, these are $4,000 a piece. So, chucking out a giant chunk of money all at once like this is not always easy to do. Definitely with all the art that I bought this year, it's definitely taken a giant hit in my wallet. So, buying these, it could be two other, third scales instead. So again, I just really kind of go back and forth in my mind. But is it awesome? Yes. Would I love to have it in the collection? Yes, without question. Now, this one is the Queen Studios one. We still haven't seen that one produced yet. I think this is a lot better likeness than the Infinity Studio. And I think that it could complement the Joker bust that I have, even though it's not fully done. So again, let's kind of wait and see. Okay. This one I keep going back and forth with as well. This is that Harley Quinn, and man, she is beautiful. She has just started to ship overseas. I have the Batman Who Laughs. Obviously, this is a perfect complement to the Batman Who Laughs. This is the Harley Who Laughs, Dark Knight's Metal, and she's just gorgeous. The paint application on her, she has this really metallic sheen to her, and I think that she would look really great in the collection, without question. I love third scale. It's my favorite scale. So I don't know. I just kind of keep going back and forth with. I definitely want you to weigh in on this one in the comments as well. Like, do you think this one should end up in the Batcave? I don't like Dark Knight's Metal. I don't like the storylines. So, take that with a grain of salt. But I do love the art here. I would never use all of these crazy, weird portraits. I would just use the, kind of the classic Harley portrait, with the triangles under her eyes, like this one right here. I love that portrait. I love it. She's gorgeous. So again, time will tell. If I do move more pieces in the middle that are comic book based, I think I might get this one. I love it. It's David Finch, Batman Who Laughs versus Batman, based on one of his covers. So this is definitely one that I could see adding to the collection for sure if I do change up the middle and put the movie pieces off to the side. But yeah, I do really like this diorama. It's a lot of fun. And of course, I love freaking David Finch, right? All right, guys, so there you have it. What do you think of my list? Again, there are ones that I'm sure will end up in the Batcave, but again, there might be some that I'm just going to have to appreciate from afar. I know last year's list had like Iron Man on it. It had a Vampirilla on it. And there are ones that I really wanted, but logistically, I just didn't think that they would work in this space. Obviously, Marvel might not work, even though I probably could have a Marvel section. But at the end of the day, I think all of us out there, you included watching, we always contemplate whether something would look good in the space, whether it will fit, again, whether it fits in our budget. It's always, sometimes it's a little bit of a crapshoot, right? And so these are my maybes of 2025, maybe even going into 2026. But let me know what you guys think. Is there any pieces on my list that are musts for the Batcave? I would definitely like to hear your thoughts on that. And are there any from my list that you guys are thinking about picking up yourself? And I would love to see your list. You know, if you don't want to list all 10, maybe list your like top 5 of things that you're contemplating that you're not quite sure if you should do or not. Let me know in the comments down below. Anyway, thank you guys so very much for continuing to support this channel. I cannot thank you guys enough. We are on the road to 200,000 subscribers. I just cannot believe it. Thank you so very much. I love you guys. You are absolutely incredible. And I just want to take a second. Please make sure that you are doing what you need to do to take care of yourself, your mental health. Make sure that you're being good to yourself and each other. That is something very important in the world, because if you take care of yourself, you are going to put that positivity out into the world. Okay? Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you all are doing great. Again, thank you from the bottom of my heart for watching. Hope you enjoy the content lately here on the channel. And again, we'll see you soon right here in the Batcave. Bye, everybody. Here's the 2025. Hey guys, I have partnered up with Comics on Coffee. Now, I first saw these guys at a local comic book convention. I'm like, what is this? Comics and coffee? Yes, please. It combines 2 of my favorite things. I drink coffee every morning. Now, they offer all sorts of different flavors. This one right here is my favorite. This is the Dark Night Roast. It's a strong, bold flavor. And then, of course, they have fun, flavors like Blueberry Blast, which features the Joker here. You also have more of a mild roast here with the Batgirl. So depending on what kind of coffee you like to drink, they have caramel. They have all these different flavors. And of course, the packaging is really fun. It has old school comics on them. Just a really cool deal. And of course, I love to support anything that has to do with comics. So if you're interested in ordering these, use code BSC at checkout. I will have the links down below in the description, but I highly recommend it. Really good stuff. Comics on Coffee. Hey guys, thank you so very much for watching today. And if you're new here, please hit the subscribe button right here on the screen and check out these 2 awesome videos. I think you're going to love them. And also please join us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. I would love to have you join in all the fun. Thank you guys so very much for watching. See you in the Batcave.